What's up, fam? Welcome back. Let's talk about how I manifested a hit TV show. All the practical things I will tell you in another video, but this is specifically for people who believe in law of attraction, manifestation, and faith. So first things first, you have to understand that time means absolutely nothing to the universe. That is a human-made concept. That is something we all agreed upon and somehow have an unspoken societal pressure and benchmarks around certain ages. That's why maybe at 21, you celebrate certain things. At 30, you celebrate certain things. At 16, you celebrate certain things, which is great for celebratory, moments and wanting to celebrate another solar return for you. But when it comes to wanting to build something for your life, it has like this subconscious pressure in the back of your brain because, you feel like you have to reach these benchmarks because everybody else is, quote unquote. However, I just want to tell you none of that is fucking true. You have to, when you start changing your relationship with the words that you use in your life, you will start to be a better manifester. Once I realized that everyone is talented, everyone is good looking, everyone has something to offer, you realize that there is no competition, right? There's, in a way, that everyone here is at the same space. We're just getting different things. And so I took the idea of competitiveness out of anything that I do in my own life, period. And I only see things from an abundant standpoint, right? Like scarcity is not a thing that exists in my world anymore. And it hasn't for a very, very long time. That's why I'm so forthcoming and open with all the information I receive, because I solely, deep down in the depth of my soul, believe that there is more than enough for every single being on this planet. And especially being in a very competitive field like acting, they try to make it seem as if only a few can be the top or only certain type of people can make it. But once you see all this amazing content being created and also you see the global impact and that you don't have to just be successful in your town or your city, that you can actually have an impact. Maybe it wasn't meant for your artistry to be seen here, but maybe it was meant for it to be seen in Korea or, in Ghana or in Germany, like a completely different place. So once you start unlocking all of the limitations that are subconsciously taught to us as children, because they teach it to us through school, right? Waking up at a certain time and then clocking out a certain time. That's very much the same as having a job, like going to a 9-to-5. So we're already being groomed for a limited lifestyle. We're being groomed for limited success from jump. Even from the terms of, I was watching this one talk where they said a child before the age, I think, of 11 hears the word no 150,000 times and the word yes around 5,000 times. So of course, in your brain, when you're hearing no, limitation, you are closing what the universe has for you, and you're limiting the way that it can present itself in your life and how it can manifest for you. And that's what you really need to understand as an individual, that everything around you, and that's why spirituality and faith, I think, is such a great vehicle to express boundlessness. Because when you hear stories about, angels and angel saved me or a miracle happened or this, that, and the third, you realize that, wow, there's no limits. But the things our daily conversations are limiting our beliefs. They're constricting our purpose. And people don't realize that because we're creating too many trauma bonds. So all of this comes together because if you are surrounding yourself with people who only talk about limitations, boundaries, and they don't see another way to get things done, you're only programming your manifestation skills to be limited. So of course, then when you ask to do something monumental, it comes to you very, very small, and you don't feel like you're accomplishing anything because your soul deep down knows that you can do something that is boundless. But because the human experience wants to keep you limited, and I think that's the battle of the spirituality with the humanity is really like, at the end of the day, y'all, we're gonna die, and that's already a boundless experience. You know what I'm saying? Like a transcending experience. That's something we all are going to accomplish. Every single one of us are going to get there. So it's just like, okay, great. I was born. That seemed like unimaginable. Coming from a small little piece of sperm, now I manifested into this whole human. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. So once I started unlocking, oh, you're a black woman, so you can only do this. Oh, you're a woman, so you can only do that. Oh, you're young, so you're only capable of this. Once I started breaking down all those barriers in my life, even with all the people that are close to me and my family members, my friends, I started demanding better quality conversations. I started demanding people to see things limitlessly, at least when they're talking to me. And if they don't see it that way, or if they don't have that type of foresight, then I don't further myself in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I have come to a point now where the quality, and I say this all the time, the quality of conversations is literally the foundation of your life. So if you keep coming around people and they're only telling you, you can't do this, or that seems outrageous, or this, that, and the third, records have been broken before. People do these things all the time. So that is training your brain and your manifestation and your faith to diminish itself. And then so you can't see more possibilities for you. So that was the biggest shift that I had for me. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really have to understand that manifestation is breaking down all the shit that you were fucking taught and relearning everything on your own accord, in your own language, on your own time. That's what it really means, manifestation. Manifestation is a superpower, and it's a superpower you have to continually grow, and you have to do it every day, because there's too much information, or there's too many resources out there telling you that you can't. There's too many limiting conversations out there. So you actually have to work extra hard to protect your spirit, protect the quality of conversations and the quality of people that you have in your life. And that's the first steps of manifesting. And so once I started doing that, in the ways that I started doing it, I started cutting out conversations with people that were close to me, period. I was like, I can't talk to you about this. This is putting me in an anxious state. This is putting me in a limiting state. This is not putting me in a space where my vibration is vibrating high. I'm not vibrating high because I'm vibrating on your level, because you're worried, you're anxious. You don't see a way. You don't see a way that it's possible. It's so rare. It's so rare. When it's not, there's literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of TV shows. Who do you think all those people are? You know what I'm saying? There's people out here doing this. Even regardless of whatever you want to do in your profession, there's millions of firefighters, there's millions of politicians, there's millions of doctors. So please don't let people to tell you that it's not possible. People only express what they feel about themselves to other people. That is it. So if you're having conversations with somebody else and they're talking, oh, they can't see a way, they can't see this and that, that's them. That is them reflecting onto you what they think that's possible for them. The reason why I can give so much and I'm always able to and I want to is because I know there's no limitation to what I'm able to accomplish, because I have taken the time to break down all of those barriers. Because especially as Black people, and then especially as a Black woman, you already come in with societal barriers. So we have to fight extra hard to protect our space and our energy. And that's why I'm so into meditation and having quality conversations about how to better yourself as an individual. And once you have that, you'll start seeing that the conversations around you, you'll be filled with people who are about perseverance, they're about faith, and they're about controlling and making their own life. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to what everybody else is doing. So the way I manifested this was I stripped out conversations. I stripped out information that was not helping me, that was not keeping me vibrating high. And that is what you have to do. You have to be ruthless and you have to be honest. Sometimes it's your own father, sometimes it's your own sister. And you think you have a great relationship, but that person is holding you back from your purpose and from your limitlessness. So that's something you really have to think about. But that's how I manifested my hit TV show. I promise you. I cleared out all the clutter. I replaced it with quality content that my soul feeds on and that it loves. And I promise you guys, now you see what happened for me in my life. So that's how I feel about it. If you guys want some more, leave some tips for manifestation down in the comments below. And thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.